Google Ads landing page experience. Are you still wondering how to improve it? Well, you're in for a treat. Today we're going to dive deep, share some new discoveries. So take out your notebook and start scribbling.
Okay, so imagine you're a chef. You've spent weeks, perfecting a new dish, balancing flavors, getting the presentation just right, and you're so excited to serve it up to your diners, but then you get slammed with just terrible online reviews.
Oh, no.
Food was bland, nothing special, but like zero specifics. You have no clue what went wrong.
Right.
That's kind of what optimizing for landing page experience, or LPE, in Google Ads can feel like sometimes.
Yeah.
You think you've nailed it, but Google's algorithm throws you a curveball.
It can be so frustrating, right? Like you put in all this effort, but you don't know how to truly satisfy the judge, in this case, Google.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what we're diving into today. We're looking at this blog post by Christian N.,
Okay.
a PPC expert who's been in the game since 2007.
Wow.
And he claims to have cracked the code on LPE.
Interesting. I'm all ears, especially if it means taking some of the mystery out of LTE.
Well, the big reveal, and we'll unpack this in detail, is that LPE isn't about some magic formula.
Okay.
It all boils down to one crucial factor: your conversion rate.
Oh, interesting.
Think of it like a detective novel, where we're piecing together the clues to solve the mystery of what truly drives LPE.
I like that. So where does Christian begin his investigation?
So he starts by tackling some common myths, the things Google says are important for LPE.
Okay.
Page speed, bounce rate, etc.
Right.
He ran a bunch of experiments and found that those are more like symptoms, not the disease itself.
Okay, so it's not enough to just treat the symptoms you need to address the underlying cause.
Yeah.
What's Christian's take on this?
Well, he uses this brilliant analogy to explain page speed.
Okay.
It's like telling a rock band that they need good instruments.
Right.
Sure, they matter, but they won't automatically make you a hit.
Yeah, you need the talent, the stage presence, and like a killer set list, the whole package.
Exactly. And this leads us to Christian's big reveal.
Okay.
Landing page experience is directly tied to your conversion rate. It's not about having a visually stunning page. It's about whether people are actually taking the desired action, whether that's making a purchase, signing up for a newsletter, whatever your goal may be.
So it's not about window dressing, it's about results.
Exactly.
And to prove his point, Christian actually includes a graph in his post showing a clear correlation between LPE score and conversion rate.
It's pretty compelling evidence, but it begs the question, how does Google even know your conversion rate? Is it some kind of digital mind reader?
Right. That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? How can they possibly have access to that level of detail?
Well, Christian has a theory, and this is where things get really interesting.
Okay.
He believes Google is using data from Chrome browser usage.
Oh, wow.
Which, as you know, has a massive market share, over 65%.
Ah, that's a huge data pool.
Right. It would give them unprecedented insight into user behavior across the web.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So if Google is tapping into Chrome data, it means they have a potential treasure trove of information about how users are interacting with websites, including whether or not they're converting.
It's like Google has a hidden camera in every website's break room, watching how visitors behave when they think no one's looking.
I like that analogy. And this leads to a fascinating conclusion.
Yeah.
LPE becomes less about achieving a specific score and more about understanding how your conversion rate stacks up against your competitors.
Hold on. So you're saying Google might be using LPE as a tool to compare businesses against each other?
That's exactly what Christian is suggesting.
Wow.
Imagine it like a talent show where the judges aren't just scoring individual acts, but also ranking them against each other.
Okay.
Your LPE score is a reflection of how well you're converting compared to others in your space.
That's a pretty bold claim.
Yeah.
But wait, doesn't Google explicitly state that they don't use conversion rates in their calculations?
You're absolutely right. Christian even quotes a Google document titled Settling the Quality Score, where they downplayed the direct role of conversion rate.
So how does Christian reconcile this apparent contradiction? Is he suggesting that Google isn't being entirely transparent?
Not necessarily. He reframes it in a clever way. Instead of looking at it as Google directly plugging your conversion rate into a formula, he believes they're using it as a benchmark for comparison.
Ah, that makes more sense. They're not necessarily quantifying your conversion rate, but they're using it as a relative measure to see how you stack up against your competitors.
Precisely.
It's like a teacher grading essays.
Right.
They might not have a strict rubric for every single point, but they're comparing the quality of your work to that of your classmates.
Yeah.
Your grade is a reflection of where you stand relative to the rest of the class.
That's a great analogy. It explains how Google can emphasize user experience and reward websites that are truly delivering results, even if they're not explicitly factoring conversion rate into the equation.
And this ties back to how Google rewards higher click-through rates. They're constantly refining their algorithms to reward websites that not only attract visitors, but also provide a valuable experience that leads to conversions.
It's a natural evolution of their approach, shifting the focus from simply getting people to click to ensuring that those clicks translate into meaningful actions.
Exactly. And this brings us to the heart of the matter.
Okay.
If LPE is essentially a reflection of your conversion rate relative to your competitors,
Yeah.
then the key to success lies in understanding and optimizing for that crucial metric.
It's like a game of chess, where you need to anticipate your opponent's moves and develop a strategy that will lead you to victory. In this case, your opponent is the competitive landscape, and your strategy is to optimize your website to achieve the highest possible conversion rate.
And that's where Christian's insights become incredibly valuable. He offers some practical strategies for boosting your conversion rate, which we'll definitely explore further.
I'm eager to hear more about that, especially since Christian is known for his actionable advice.
But first, let's take a moment to let this sink in.
Okay.
If LPE is truly a measure of your conversion prowess compared to your competitors,
Yeah.
how does that change the game for you?
Yeah, it definitely puts a whole new spin on things.
Yeah.
It's no longer just about checking boxes for Google. It's about understanding where you stand in the competitive arena.
Imagine you're a runner training for a marathon.
Okay.
You might be focused on improving your personal best time,
Right.
but if you want to win the race, you need to know how fast your competitors are running. That's where the real strategy comes in.
So LPE is like a race, and conversion rate is your speed. You might have a decent pace, but if your competitors are sprinting ahead, you need to step up your game.
Precisely. And Christian's insights provide a roadmap for doing just that. He suggests that by understanding how your conversion rate compares to others in your industry, you can identify areas for improvement and develop a targeted strategy for success.
This is where the idea of LPE as a competitive intelligence tool becomes really powerful.
Yeah.
Instead of viewing it as a mysterious score, you can use it to glean valuable insights about what's working for others in your space.
It's like being able to peek into your competitor's playbook and see what plays they're running to score points. You can then adapt those plays to your own team's strengths and weaknesses.
That's a brilliant analogy. So if your LPE is lagging behind, it's a signal that your conversion rate isn't as strong as it could be. It's like a coach telling you, hey, your team has potential, but you need to work on your free throws if you want to win the championship.
Exactly. And Christian gives us some pointers on how to improve those free throws, so to speak.
Okay.
He touches on strategies like dynamic headlines, which are like targeted welcome mats for each visitor based on their specific needs and interests.
Right.
It's all about creating a seamless experience from the ad to the landing page.
That makes sense. It's about aligning expectations and delivering on the promises you make in your advertising.
He also emphasizes the importance of mobile conversions. With so much browsing happening on smartphones, you need to ensure that your website is optimized for a smooth and intuitive mobile experience. It's like having a mobile-friendly menu at your restaurant so that people can easily order on their phones.
It's all about removing friction and making it as easy as possible for people to take the desired action.
And let's not forget the power of persuasive copywriting. It's like having a charismatic salesperson who knows how to guide customers towards a purchase.
This is where understanding your audience becomes paramount. You need to know what motivates them, what pain points they're experiencing, and how your product or service can solve their problems.
It's about crafting a narrative that resonates with their needs and desires. It's like telling a story that captures their imagination and compels them to take action.
So by focusing on conversion rate optimization, you're essentially addressing the root cause of LPE. It's like treating the underlying condition rather than just masking the symptoms.
Exactly. And this leads to a fascinating insight. LPE isn't just about pleasing Google's algorithm. It's about creating a better experience for your customers.
Yes.
And ultimately driving business growth.
It's a win-win situation. You're providing value to your audience, and you're reaping the rewards in the form of higher conversions and improved LPE.
It's like investing in a high-quality sound system for your concert hall.
Okay.
It not only enhances the experience for the audience, but also improves the acoustics for the performers,
Right.
leading to a more captivating and enjoyable performance overall.
That's a fantastic analogy. It highlights the interconnectedness of user experience, business performance, and LPE.
And it brings us back to the big picture.
Okay.
If you can shift your mindset from viewing LPE as a mysterious metric, seeing it as a reflection of your ability to convert visitors into customers, you'll be well on your way to unlocking its true potential.
It's like realizing that the treasure map you've been studying isn't just about finding gold, but about embarking on an adventure that will enrich your life in countless ways.
Beautifully put. So how can our listeners start to apply these insights to their own marketing strategies? What are some concrete steps they can take?
Well, the first step is to get a clear picture of your current conversion rate. It's like checking your bank balance before making a big purchase.
Right.
You need to know where you stand before you can start making plans.
Yeah, it's about establishing a baseline and understanding what success looks like for your business.
Yeah.
Are you tracking the right metrics? Do you have clear goals in place?
Once you have a solid grasp of your conversion rate, you can start to analyze your landing pages. Are they designed to guide visitors towards that desired action? Is it crystal clear what you want them to do?
Think of your landing page as a roadmap. Is it leading your visitors to the intended destination, or are they getting lost along the way?
Exactly. And don't forget the importance of testing. It's like trying out different recipes to see which one gets the best reviews from your diners. Experiment with different headlines, calls to action layouts, even images to see what resonates with your audience. It's about constantly iterating and refining your approach based on data and feedback. What works for one audience might not work for another, so it's crucial to tailor your strategy to your specific target market.
And remember, this isn't a one-time fix. The online world is constantly changing, so you need to stay flexible and adaptable. It's like adjusting your sails as the wind shifts to ensure you're always moving in the right direction.
It's a continuous process of learning, experimenting, and evolving. What worked yesterday might not work today, so it's essential to stay agile and embrace the challenge of continuous improvement.
It's all about staying ahead of the curve and adapting to the ever-changing digital landscape. But the rewards are well worth the effort. By mastering the art of conversion rate optimization, you can unlock the true power of landing page experience and turn it into a competitive advantage.
It's like discovering a secret shortcut that allows you to bypass the traffic and reach your destination faster than everyone else.
So to wrap up our deep dive into the world of landing page experience, remember this: it's not a mysterious force to be feared, but a valuable tool to be understood and leveraged. By focusing on conversion rate optimization, you can create a win-win situation for both your business and your customers.
It's about creating a seamless and enjoyable experience that guides visitors toward the desired action while providing them with value every step of the way. And that's a recipe for success in any digital marketing endeavor.
Beautifully put.
Yeah.
So go forth, dear listeners, and conquer the world of LPE. We'll be back soon with more deep dives, insights, and actionable advice to help you navigate the ever-evolving world of digital marketing. Until next time, happy converting.
Did you get it all? Watch it again. Now, this was the first in a series. There will be more. If you're not subscribed, you're missing.